Let's get right to it, dog, you know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. I wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's time when I'm tripping, I got every group. Niggas a fumble a bag. I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face, I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they ride the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone, so I can conquer shit, and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit, cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road, and get my knees along. She wanna drop it low, and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like God of wine, said I just want to ball. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Nigga, we gon' rule this kingdom, nigga. This one West.
Ride to the sunset, slide to the moon for a boss. All said ghetto, then I got him, that's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite, we them underdogs. Off the wire, 5 yards, I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck, you want beef? Next to all of y'all. UPK priest, so lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Wendy, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas claim they better than like who they think they better than. One West soldier, best believe we got that medal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept I set that trap to hell, yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdogs, you niggas tripping, we'll be popping on you sniffing. Real crafty with that smithing, lock in on the mission, rocking all out. Who the take the hop out, you be bitching, cop the crew time. Now the Glock, put your nigga.
Every dog has his day.
Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about? Hey,
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga nigga ain't nothing to me. Bass up, boy, I fit a beat, yeah. AR-223, Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen, boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating, why the temple? Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road, why this nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road, boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 we gon' be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that them here is astounding. But I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bellows.
Someday you'll see just how it
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what are the leaves into a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. It means like who is this nigga? Like that. Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham wa Aidya Yahau. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith that y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Hey, Mosai in Christ. All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashim Yahweh to all the sisters. With the ISUPK started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching the true identity of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? The truth about your history, the truth about your heritage, the truth about your future, your past, and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? All right. In today's class, we have the Lashawan Qadash, which is where I teach you how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew. All right. This is where you learn the language that your forefathers spoke. You know what I'm saying? You learn the language of your origin. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say shalom to everyone that's in the stream at the moment. I see a few people. I'm Mosai in Christ. We got Angela Rispers. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashim Yahushai. Shalom, sis. We got Sister Kalaya Kwa, Mosai in Christ, the Reverend Trooper Balakam, Mosai in Christ. Shout out to you, sis. Shout out to your husband. All right, we got Fiery Furnace. All right, Mosai in Christ. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah. We got a sister named Taylor. All right, Mosai in Christ. Shalom, sis. Shout out to yourself. Shout out to your husband, Captain Thawar. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah. Shout out Texas. We got Barakia Ali, we got Montreal in the building. Yahweh Shemiel Shabarakatah. You know what I'm saying? Mosai in Christ, Mosai in Christ. We got Priest and Officer Zakaria out of Austin, Texas. Mosai in Christ. God in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, good to see you. All right, we got Sister Thakaya. All right, Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Shout out to you, Shai, your husband, Gabar Rakar. Shout out Baltimore. All right, we got Sister Marisa. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahweh Shai. Good to see you again. All right, we got Olivia Arnold in the building. Mosai and Christ. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahweh Shai. Absolutely right. Pay your damn tithes. Pay your tithes. 10% of all your earnings, according to the Bible, according to the Most High, according to the nigger God, belongs to the priests and prophets in the ISUPK. It belongs to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? To better your nation, to better your people, so we can continue to do these great works that we do in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Also got Kyla in the building. Shalom, Princess. Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Mosai and Christ. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into tonight's class. All right, so tonight's class, I'm going to learn the different Hebrew names of animals in the Bible. All right, so a few classes ago, I think we went over things like foods and different foods, different items of food, different some other classes similar, like different priestly attire and different the names of the tools we use and the priestly items and ornaments. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice class. We're going over animals, you know what I'm saying? The animals that are found in the Bible. All right, before we do that, of course, at the beginning of every class, I like to have everybody state their registry. And also, I'm gonna go through the Hebrew alphabet. So I want y'all to type in your registries in the comments. If you're not sure how to do so, just put it in the comment. Just say, Salaki, I don't know how to do so, and I'll show you the format. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how you would state your registry, which is your name and your tribe. You know what I'm saying? It's your family. You state the whole lineage of not the whole lineage. I ain't going into your father, grandfather, so on and so forth. But you state your name, your tribe, and the nation you belong to. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the ISUPK will belong to the nation of Israel, which is Yasha Allah in the Hebrew. All right, so if anybody doesn't know how to state their registry, y'all just let me know. Aside from that, I want everybody to put it in the comments. All right, so I should see these comments filling up with plenty of brothers and sisters putting in their registry. All right, Messiah in Christ. While y'all do that, I'm gonna go ahead and share the Hebrew alphabet. We're gonna run through it. All right, Messiah in Christ. I see Kyla got a registry in there. Let me put that up on the screen. 1 second. Slow down what I'm doing. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, Mosiah in Christ. So Kyla, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yashala, Mosiah in Christ. I want to see everybody else state their registry just like that. Of course, the sisters will say Bath, which means daughter. The brothers will say Ban, which means son. You know what I'm saying? Mosiah in Christ. All right. Get this on. Hold on 1 second. Get my background right. My situation situated. Yeah. All right, Mosiah in Christ. All right, so I'm gonna run through the Hebrew alphabet, right? So y'all can see this is the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying? This is the ancient Hebrew or the Paleo Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna read from right through to left. All right, so from right to left. All right, so you got ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha. All right, that's the Hebrew alphabet. All right, from I all the way down to tha. All right, what you see below here, this is the modern Hebrew or the Assyrian Hebrew. All right, so most things written in Hebrew will be written in this modern Hebrew, so you need to be able to know it and convert it into the ancient. All right, so I'm gonna run through the Assyrian Hebrew alphabet. Again, it's the same letters. All right, so this is gonna be A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka. You'll notice with Ka, there's a second letter underneath it. You will use this form for Ka, like you, if the Ka is at the end of a word, right? If the Ka is at the end of a word, like as in Barak, you know what I'm saying, you would use this Ka. If the Ka is at the beginning or the middle of a word, you would use this one, right? And you have La, Ma, again, the same. If it's at the beginning or middle of a word, you use this one. If it's at the end of a word, you'd use this letter, all right? Na, same thing. It's like Na, I. Let's see, I almost got confused. Hold on. Wait, hold on. No, it is Sa. See, I got confused, right? Because the Sa and the I can look similar, right? The Sa in the Assyrian Hebrew looks kind of similar to the I in the ancient, I got tripped up, Slacky. Y'all have to forgive me. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short. All right, but we got Na, then Sa, then I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right, so make sure you go over those letters, revise those letters. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to identify what Hebrew letters are in a word. You know what I'm saying? If you see a word, say you're reading the Bible or looking up a word in the Blue Letter Bible to find its origin, you want to be able to identify those letters, learn how to pronounce it, learn how to say the word, so on and so forth. All right. For the sister, Angela says she don't know how to state her registry, no sweat. Okay, so the way you're going to state your registry, first and foremost, if you could let me know what tribe you're from, or if you're not sure what tribe you're from, if you could let me know your background, kind of where your family's from. You know what I'm saying? For example, you're so-called West Indian, so-called Negro from America, Haitian, Native Indian, so on and so forth. Just let me know your family. All right. No sign Christ. We got Ayala as well. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai.
No sign Christ. Good to see you. How you been?
Good.
Good to up. No sign Christ. No sign Christ. I should say Ma Shalom Ka. All right, Ma Shalom Ka, which of course, you know what Ma Shalom Ka means?
Is it how are you doing?
Yeah, it's how are you doing or how is your peace? And how would you respond to that?
Tawab.
Tawab. Most High in Christ. You could say Tawab. You could say Shalom Ya Tawab, which is my peace is Tawab. You know what I'm saying? But excellent. All right, Most High in Christ. Ayala, as you came in, I have brothers and sisters stating their registry. Could you state your registry for me, Baba Kusha?
Ayala Bah Banyam Bah Yasha
Most High in Christ. Excellent. So Ayala, Bath Banyamyan, Bath Yasha'ala. So we have Ayala, which is the name, daughter of Benjamin, daughter of Israel. Okay, so for the sister Angela, if you let me know your tribe, if you don't know what your tribe is in the Hebrew, let me know it in the English. If you don't know what it is in the English, again, let me know your background. I can let you know what tribe it is you're likely from. But the format you will do is you'll say your name, and then the sister will say Bath. If it was a brother, you'd say Ban. Then you'll say your tribe in the Hebrew. My tribe is Benjamin, so I would say Ban Yamyan, right, which is son of Benjamin. Right, then Ban Yasha'ala. Right, the sister you would say Bath, whatever your tribe is, Bath Yasha'ala. Okay. Most High Christ. This hold on. So we got I thought this was a sister, but it's a different person. All right, Fire Furnace says they from the tribe of Benjamin, checking it from DC. Most High Christ. I want to see you state your whole registry, Baba Kushar. All right, so we got the tribe of Benjamin. So you'd say whatever your name is, or you could say young man, which is Yalad. Right, you could say Yalad, Ban Banyamyan, Ban Yasha'ala. Okay, I want to see brothers and sisters stating their proper registry in the comments. All right, just like Kayala did. You know what I'm saying? Kayala, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yasha'ala, and just like the young sister Ayala did. All right, Ayala, Bath Banyamyan, Bath Yasha'ala. Okay, so Ayala, as you just jumped in, would you like to go through the Hebrew alphabet, reading it from beginning to end?
Come.
No sign Christ. Go ahead.
Abba Gada Hawa Za Ka Ta Ya Ka La Mana Sai I Pa Taza Kwa Ra Shafa.
Most High Christ. Excellent job. Excellent job. Right. Just on the sa. So the sa would be I think you combine the sa and the I, but you just say sa and then I, then pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha. Right. But that was excellent. Good job. All right. So we have. Hold on. Got a comment. We get to it. Oh, 1 second. All right, so we got Benjamin. Okay, so you would say your name. So let me add a text box real quick. All right, the way you would state your registry. Hold on. Is this Angela? Oh, Slacky, this is the sister. Slacky, all right, the sister's from the tribe of Benjamin, right? The same as myself and Ayala. So you would type your name. So for the example, I'm gonna use 1 second, make this a bit smaller. All right, you could use Angela, right? Then you'd say Bath. You'd say Banyamyan, which is Benjamin in the Hebrew. If you don't have that noted down, you want to make sure you have it noted down. Then you'd say you want to note down your whole registry. All right. Then you'd say Bath Yashar Allah, which is Israel. All right. Hold on, let me get this on the screen. So that's how you would state your registry, sis. You want to make sure you get that down in your notes so you know for future. Okay, so you'd say Angela, Bath Banyamyan, Bath Yasha Allah. So like, yeah, I have the H and the S wrong way around. Yashar Allah. All right, Yasha Allah. Okay, so make sure you get that down and just go ahead and type it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat. Okay, so without further ado, what we're going to do over tonight's class is we are learning the Hebrew names of animals. You know what I'm saying? We're learning about those animals that would have been with Noah and his ark. You know what I'm saying? We're learning about the animals that are referenced in the Bible. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start. Of course, if anybody has any questions or anything, any suggestions while we're going through the class, you know what I'm saying? Just put it in the comments. All right? Also, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, so on and so forth. All right? So, we're going to start. Let me zoom out a little bit. So what we're going over in tonight's class is mammals. What I'm going to do in following classes is we'll add different categories like birds and different things that fly, insects and reptiles, so on and so forth, all the different various animals that are referenced. All right, but in tonight's class, we're going over mammals. Okay, so what we're going to start with is also select for the so for the sister Angela, so in so you said Bath of Banyamyan, so yeah, that would be daughter of Benjamin. In the Hebrew, there is no Hebrew word for of, or not in this context. You would just put Bath Banyamyan and it would already be implied. You know what I'm saying? So you do Angela, Bath Banyamyan, Bath Yashala. All right. So what we're going over in tonight's class, the first word I'm going to teach you is the word for beasts. Now, this is kind of a general word for really all like four-legged creatures. You know what I'm saying? All four-legged creatures, usually the larger ones, is the word for beasts, and it can be the word for cattle, also like your ox and your cows, so on and so forth. But that word generally means beasts. Now, Ayala, could you tell us how we would pronounce this first word in the Hebrew?
Beasts.
Khan.
Bahama.
Bahama. Excellent. Right? So Bahama means beasts or cattle. All right? Bahama. So what I would like you to do is kind of write out the same way I've done this table. You're going to have the English translation. So you'll have beasts or cattle. You're going to have the Hebrew written in the English letters. And then we're going to have the Hebrew. Right? So we're going to write out the word in both Hebrews. So what I'm going to show you is like the first example. Bahama, written out in both Hebrews, is going to look just like this. All right, hold on a second. Make sure it's like my system running a little slow. All right, so Bahama is going to look like this. All right. Okay, so that's Bahama. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. It's like Bahama down here, right? Okay, so that's going to be Bahama, which again means beasts or cattle. Okay, so we're going to go through and do that for each word. All right. So I want you to do, I'm going to give you some time to write out the Hebrew. You're going to write the word in the ancient, again, right to left. So in the ancient on the farther right, and then in the Assyrian. Okay. And then let me know once we've done so. And we'll move on to the next word. Okay. Also, y'all can type in the comments. I want this to be an interactive class. So what I would recommend, if you haven't already, is downloading a Hebrew keyboard on your phone, or if you have like a laptop or something, you can get a converter, right? Either the Assyrian Hebrew keyboard, which is easy to get on your phone, or any device like that, you can add that Hebrew keyboard to your device. If you're, you can either do the Assyrian, or on certain phones, like on my iPhone, I can have an app which convert. Not my iPhone, I think it's on my Android, I believe it's also available on. But you can convert the. You have to. There's keyboards where you can type out the what's it called? The ancient Hebrew, right? So it won't be the Assyrian. Either one. I want you to put the words as we go through them. I want y'all to type those answers out in the comments, right? So with, for example, Bahama, I'm gonna type out Bahama, right? Now there's a few ways you could do it. I'm gonna give the example by typing on my just putting it in the comments on my phone. Give me 1 second. So Bahama I'm gonna do the paleo first. All right, I'm gonna type this in the comments. I'm gonna do this on it don't really matter because I'm gonna show it up on the screen. All right, I'm gonna do this.
Yes, sir.
Khan, go ahead.
Can you zoom in, Baksha?
Khan, no sweat. Zoom in. All right. All right, so beasts and cattle. All right, let me type this in right here. So Bahama, and then I'm gonna do it in the Assyrian Hebrew too. Bahama, and I can show you the two ways you can type it out in the comments. All right, so let me see. So right here, right, y'all can see Bahama. This is the I guess it doesn't convert well for the paleo. I think if I'm on a laptop, it don't convert all the way. But that would be an example of the paleo. You could also do it in the Assyrian, right? So Bahama, so like, yeah, I think I did that wrong. That's Bahama. Hold on. Back to the drawing board. It's like, give me 1 sec. Bahama. Salakia. All right, Bahama. Let me put this back up on the screen. So as we going through the words, I want to see brothers and sisters putting in the words like this, right? Bahama. That shows me that you're following along while you're taking your notes. Okay, shows me that you know how to convert the different Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? If you read Bahama, you'll know how to write it out, right? Okay, so that is the first word. Matter of fact, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Just resize it a little bit. Okay, so Bahama. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, Ayala, to go through the next word, just let me know, okay?
Khan, I'm ready.
Okay, Most High in Christ. All right, so the next word, right? The next word is for a bull, right? So this will be a male cow. How would you say that word in Hebrew?
Is it pa?
Par, that's correct. Okay, so par is how you'd say bull in Hebrew. That's going to be a male cow, right? Now, what I want you to do, Ayala, is if you write out the word in both Hebrews. So I want you to do the ancient Hebrew and then do the Assyrian, okay?
Okay. I'll do the Assyrian at the end of these ones.
Okay, no sweat. All right, so you're going to write out par. So again, for par, you're going to have, also it's like if I missed this one, the sister say the registry, Angela, Bath Banyamian, Bath Yasha'Allah. All right, that's perfect. I think you might have copied made the same mistake I did with the H and the S the opposite way around, but you just swap the ha and the H and the S. Sorry, my brain is in Hebrew. All right, Salakia. Right. Somebody asked Salakia, what is the name of the app? I'll stand by 1 second. Let me see if I still have it. All right. Converter. Let me find the name of it for you. I'll try. As a matter of fact, ancient. I'll see if I can find it online on the my laptop, and then I can share it on the screen. Okay. Ancient Hebrew keyboard app. Okay. So there's a few different apps. Hold on 1 second. Hebrew keyboard in the App Store. You'll find it here. Okay. No, that's the ancient. All right. When you've written out the Hebrew words, just let me know too, Ayala, and I can put it up on the screen. Type in Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah, can.
You got it? Okay. Most High in Christ. You want to put it up on the screen. You might have to put it kind of like beside your face because sometimes it can cut off the with the background. Let me see if it shows. If there's a lot of issue with it, then I'll just put it up on my screen, and of course you can check if you have it correct. Okay, so let me see. All right. You had to if you could like put it beside your face, just so it keeps your face. There you go. Okay, so par. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Par. Okay, I can't see it written out in the Hebrew letters. Have you written it out in the Hebrew letters?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
I don't have the sheet.
Okay. Okay, no sweat. No sweat. So I'll just put it up on the screen. And then if you could write it out, once I put it up on the screen, just write it out in notes, okay?
So I'll take a picture of it.
Okay, come on. All right, no sweat. Okay, so let me put it up on the screen. So par would be written like this, right? Par. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna put it up on the screen, like.
Con. Yeah, it should be up on the screen now. You might just take a second to load. Okay, so that's par. Right. Right. Let me continue looking for the app. Hebrew apps. Is this the one? No, you have to buy it out. Hold on. Okay, so bull is par, right? And then on the other side, so you have a female ox, which would be a cow, right? So a cow, kind of similar to what you do with most words, making them feminine, you add a ha at the end, right? So you're gonna add a ha at the end, and it's gonna become, how would you say that third word, the word for cow?
Cow. In para.
Not para, but it's gonna be close, right? So instead of being para, and you just added a. Do you know it?
La.
Okay, no sweat, no sweat. Okay, so the word for cow in Hebrew. So bull is par, cow is para, right? Para. So you add a ha at the end, and it just joins onto the word, right? So para. Now there's multiple words for bull and bullock and ox and so on and so forth. But I always try and find the most common words used. Okay, most common words that I was able to find is par and para for cow. Okay.
I just need.
So that's that. So make sure y'all write that down.
So lucky.
Come on, go ahead.
Can you put the ancient Hebrew up on the screen, please?
Okay, give me 1 second. Like sheet right here.
Yes, I can take a picture and write it all in.
Okay. Let me just zoom in. Zoom in. Take this off the screen. So okay. All right, so that's the Hebrew alphabet.
Yeah, I've got it now.
You got it? Okay. No sweat. I am the bar. I will take this off here. Okay, cool. So let me get back to where it was at. Okay. Also, I'm still looking. Hold on. I feel like if you just type in paleo keyboard. Type in paleo. In fact, because it doesn't convert that well in the through the laptop, just you can get like a Hebrew keyboard on your phone. Like if you go to keyboard settings, you can add languages, and if you add the Hebrew keyboard, you can just switch between the Hebrew and the English. That's what I do. So, like for example, if I was to go to, let me show y'all on the live, right? So y'all might even see my phone. Give me 1 second. Let me go to my keyboard settings. I know this is definitely good for brothers and sisters to have. All right, so keyboard, bada bing, bada boom. Let me take my background off for a sec. All right, so if I go to keyboard, what's that? Keyboards and typing. Nope, that's not the one. For some reason, Apple is just a little annoying. I haven't quite got the hang of Apple just yet. You'll have to bear with me. All right, there we go. So keyboard, my phone settings, right? You can just add. So if you go to keyboards, now this is just for iPhone. The Android it'll be the same concept, right? But you can see you got the English keyboard. You probably have the emoji keyboard by default, and you can add a Hebrew keyboard, right? You go to add new keyboards, you search for Hebrew, and you add it in. And then when you go to type something, like for example, if I type in these settings, right, I can switch. I got the Hebrew. Hold on. Let's see if I might lower my screen brightness. Y'all can see the Hebrew letters. Let's lower my brightness down. Right, I can switch between the Hebrew and the English, right? So English keyboard, Hebrew keyboard, right? And that's how the like the sister just typed in the comments, right? Para, right? Or para. She would have that. That's how you would that's how you can use that keyboard to type it out. Right. Also, shalom to the sister. You know what I'm saying? A Hawba in the building. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, Most High Christ. Okay. Hold on. Shalom. So, is there any reason why the Hebrew word for ox is the same as general? All right. So the word you're referring to is alap. Right. So let me get it in the Hebrew. All right. General. Now, another thing, the alap doesn't only mean general or cow. It can also mean 1,000. Right now, you'll have words in the Hebrew which are essentially spelled the exact same, but they mean different things. Right. So let me get that word in. I'm going to type in cattle. Hold on. Alap. Type in cow. Let me share what the sister's talking about. I see y'all can see. Okay. So hold on. Cattle. Let's type in ox. All right. This word right here, right? Alap. Okay. So this word can mean kine, oxen, right? Kine is like a female sheep, right? Okay, so you got it for cow or ox, so on and so forth. Now, if you also look at If I go scroll to the right, right? This is damn. It's the same word, right? It says right here the same as cow, right? But this is a word for 1,000, right? This is 1,000 in number, right? If I go one more to the right, let me see what the other one here, right? So 1,000 right here. A lap is the name of a city, which was 1,000, which is the name basically on 1,000. We'll see. Hold on. Right now, the word for general will be. Oh, let me find it. Let me go back. Right, it will be alawap. Right, so it's slightly different. I went back like a billion times. Right, I go into this word. You can see right here. This word means duke, guide, governor. It could be captain, governor, or ox, right? Now, this word essentially means a leader, right? Like a chief. In this case, the highest ranking in our school is general, right? So this would be the word that would correspond with general, the person of the highest rank, okay? So alawap, right? It's in terms of alap, with the various meanings. So alap itself means 1,000 or cow or ox, right? Then you would have alawap, which means essentially a leader. Like it says governor, captain, so on and so forth. Is essentially a leader, right? Alawap, to the sister's question. Right now in Hebrew, you can have there'll be words that damn near look the same but have different meanings, which basically expand it. Like, for example, I'll give the example of the word yam, right? Yam in the Hebrew is the word for sea, and is also the word for west. Now, in that time, in the land that we lived in, the sea was toward the west. So if you were to say, someone's asking you a direction, you'd say it's to the sea. It's to the west. It's everyone knows what direction the sea is. You know what I'm saying? So it became like those two words. So there's some words that are linked in that way, right? I would say in terms of alap versus being cow versus 1,000, I think the alawap is more, if it is linked to 1,000, right? I need to get back in hold on 1 second.
The lock, yes, sir.
Right, you also got, can't go ahead.
After, can you put the Hebrew on for Taza and the other one, please? Yeah, please.
Can't sweat, no sweat. So if that answers your question, how about just let me know. There'll be words that basically look the same, or it's the same letters, but they're different. They don't always have to be linked. Sometimes they can be, right? But they don't always have to be. Like, for example, there's another word right here I just found with alap, right? Alap right here, if I go back. This word alap means to teach or to learn or to utter, right? So there's various different even versions of the same word with different meanings, and you would identify the meaning based on the context of what it is we're talking about, right? So if you're using it as a verb, you're using it as a noun, you're using, like, how are you using it in the sentence would kind of dictate what it is it means, right? Okay, let me get back to the lesson, and then we put the Hebrew up to Taza'an. Okay.
And
I'm out of.
Salaki, sir. Also, what would number 6 mean?
Numbers? You mean what the way is the number 6 in Hebrew?
No. What does it mean?
What does it mean? Okay, so the Hebrew word for 6 is shasha, right? Shasha. So let me find it first, right?
Number
Now, in terms of the meaning, it would mean. Rakal. Okay, it
Yeah,
says
it says,
Rakal. Rakal is the Hebrew word. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Slacky, my might have switched my Wi-Fi. Give me one moment. It's jamming up a little bit. Let's see if I can put it. Hold on one moment. Let me get to the sister's question in just a moment. So, all right, select. Select. Can we back? Can y'all hear me?
Con.
Ayala, can you hear me? Con? Okay, most high in Christ. Okay, yeah. So to the sister's question, hold on, let me get the sister added in. All right. No, sweat most high in Christ. Go back to Allah. Hey, shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahweh. So to the sister's question. Most high in Christ. Okay, so the number 6 in Hebrew is shasha. Right now, if we go into it, it's this word right here, shasha. We go into it, it'd be 6 or 6th, right? So the meaning, yeah. I think my connection a bit choppy and con. I most high Christ. Yeah, it's similar to English where depending a word can be spelled the exact same but at different meanings, like read, read, so on and so forth. Like what's the words that's like that? Could be. Trying to think of an example. 1 second. I got nothing's coming to mind, but you understand, right? Also, what we got? Am I coming through clearer now, or am I still a bit choppy? Yeah. So this is like an example, like live and live, right? Live and live. It's like, what do you say, Yala?
Con. It's
Can you
coming
hear me
out.
clearly? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Most high in Christ, the water. All right. So yeah, Khan. So the number 6 or shasha just means 6, right? That's what it means. Like when you're counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all it means, right? So you would use it in counting or saying this is the 6th, like this is the 6th sun, or this is the 6th day. You know what I'm saying? Or I have 6 children, so on and so forth. You feel what I'm saying? It's just what the word means. Okay. All right. So let me get Taza'an up on the screen. All right. We're gonna let's kind of go through these probably a bit quicker. All right. I might not be able to get through them all because we're of course of the second half of the class. We'll get through as many as we can. All right, so let me put Taza on. Okay. All right, so Taza on up on the screen in both Hebrews. Let's see there. All right, so that's how you write Taza on. And then we also do Kabash. So Taza'an means small cattle or like a flock. This will primarily relate to things like sheep or goats, but as a whole, like as a flock, you'd say Taza'an. If you're talking specifically about a sheep or a lamb, you would use the word Kabash, right? Kabash, which in the Hebrew is written like this, right? Kabash, okay? Now, Ayala, so similar to how we had, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, similar to how we had, you have a boat and you have a cow. A female sheep is called a ewe, right? EWE, right? How would you say a female sheep in Hebrew?
Edom. Would it be Rakal?
It would be Rakal, right? Rakal. Okay, Rakal. Now that is also, so that's the word for a female sheep, and it's also the Hebrew for the name Rachel. So the name Rachel means a female sheep, right? As in things like innocence and so on and so forth. Like a female sheep is cute, is pretty, and so on and so forth. It's an innocent animal, right? So like the name Rachel is Rakal in the Hebrew, and it means a female sheep or you. Okay. So let me put that up on the screen. Rakal, just put the connectors in for Kabash also. All right, so let me get Rakal up on the screen so y'all can see. All right, so that's how you'd write that out in the Hebrew. Okay.
Slovakia, sir, can you put in the Hebrew letters for the ones down to camel, please?
Con. So we going through it right now. All right, we're going through it. So it's like, yeah, I didn't realize it was still on the Blue Light Bible. Y'all had to let me know. Sometimes I be switching screens. I don't know what's sharing on the screen. But yeah, I caught up on the Hebrew. That's what I was doing. So like the water to how about, you know what I'm saying, the water. All right. So let me see what these comments are saying. Hold on. Okay. But I'm sure what these I'm not sure what if these are words or you just kind of trying out the keyboard and putting stuff in there. But just let me know. All right. So most high in Christ. All right. The word. All right. Yeah. So as the sister put Rakal, right? That would be the word for female sheep or the name Rachel in Hebrew. Okay. All right. Most high in Christ. The next word, let me get Bathiala, right? Could you tell me how you'd say the word goat in Hebrew? Eyes. Khan, right? So you got the I and the za would make the word eyes, right? So what I want you to do is write out the word eyes, and then and then I'll put it up on the screen. You can of course check if you have it correct. All right, so write out the word, and then we'll put it up on the screen. All right. Also, just getting up the next words. Okay. So Ayala, have you written up to up to the word eyes? So you've written up to goat.
I'm on swine.
Swine. Okay, no sweat. Just make sure you're also getting the Hebrew on there too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me put up eyes. But if I'm gonna give y'all some time to write it down. It's a short word, so it won't take too long. And then y'all just let me know once you've written it down, and I'll put it up on the screen. Okay. Give you a second. All right. Have y'all written down the word eyes? Most High Christ. All right. Let me put it up on the screen. All right. So eyes in the Hebrew, the word for goat will be written like this. Make it a little bigger. All right. So this would be eyes. Okay. What time we on? I think we'll go to about 20 past 8 or so, and then we'll go into the Hebrew vocabulary. It's like you. Go ahead, Ayala. You was gonna say something?
La.
Okay, no sweat. All right. So the next word, right? The next word, which is the word for what's the next one? Donkey.
Okay.
Okay. How would you say donkey in the Hebrew?
Donkey. Kamar.
Kamar, right? Kamar is donkey in the Hebrew. Okay. Right. That is the donkey is the symbol, you know what I'm saying, for the tribe of Issachar. For anybody who knows anything about the tribe of Issachar, they are an incredibly hardworking, you know, tribe, a very hardworking tribe. Right? And their symbol represents that. Even the name represents that. The name Issachar in Hebrew means he is hired. I mean, good night. And the symbol of Issachar is the donkey, which everyone knows the donkey is a very hard working animal, hard worked. You know what I'm saying? That's our brothers, the so-called Mexicans today, the tribe of Issachar. You know what I'm saying? Who Trump is deciding to you know, just like any old oppressor, just deciding to oppress the Mexicans for no reason other than them being the chosen people of God. You know what I'm saying? But he will certainly, him and his, you know, associates or people who are just, you know, rich and wealthy and take advantage of the poor will, you know what I'm saying, hire Mexicans for low wages because they're so-called illegal. Meanwhile, they're the so-called illegal in a land that was stolen from them. You know what I'm saying? But that's you know, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Kamar up on the screen. All right, so donkey, which is Kamar. All right, put it right here. That's how you do it out in the Hebrew letters. Okay. Kamar. Okay. Then I'm gonna get the next word, Bathiala. What animal do we have next?
Deer or gazelle. I mean, horse.
Salakia.
Tazabaya.
Could you repeat? Go ahead. So the one we have is horse.
Of course, you said Sawas.
Tazabaya will be the next word. Sawas, Khan, right? Sawas is horse in the Hebrew. Also, I see you how by in the comments, Salakia. All right, Khan. So this word would be eyes, right? That's correct. All right, eyes up on the screen, which means goat. And then you also have Kamar, right? Kamar, which is donkey. All right, that's absolutely correct. It's the order. Okay, right? So we have Kamar, and the last one we just did was Sawas, which means horse. All right, so horse in the Hebrew is Sawas. Let me put that up on the screen. It's like my system kind of glitches out of it now and again. Y'all had to let me, if I miss anything, I might just ask y'all to repeat yourselves, Salakia, or just let me know if I miss anything. Okay, so Sawas, which is horse. All right, and then as a sister Bathiala said, so then the next word, which would be the word for day. You could also use this word for a gazelle. Right, this word in the Hebrew would be Tazabaya. Right. All right, from down the screen. Also, that would be the word for it's like a day or gazelle, or in the Bible it puts it as like row or row book, which is another way of saying day. This also is the symbol for another tribe. What tribe is the row book? I believe it's Naphtali. Naphtali. Let me quickly verify. I want to say it's either It's not Zebulun, that's a ship. Ephraim is I'm pretty sure it's Naphtali.
Or Manasseh.
Right? Manasseh is their tribe is their symbol is the bull. Right? Their symbol is the bull, which in the Hebrew is well, you can do pa or shawah. Yeah, their symbol is the bull. Okay. And then you have, Tazabaya. I'm trying to find it. Hold on 1 second. If I search, Naphtali, if I spell it correctly, Naphtali, can find it. Hold on. My wrestling. Yeah, they you can see right here, right? Their symbol is the deer or the roebuck, which is Tazabaya. Right, that's a symbol for the tribe of Naphtali. All right, also the tribe of Reuben, right, is the horse, which is Sawas. Okay, let's go to the tribe of Manasseh, which is bull, which is Shawar. You have there's various different words for bull, right? You can have.
Is Levi the shield?
Levi, their symbol is the dice, right, or garal in Hebrew.
Which one was the shield?
The shield. None of the tribes, their symbol is a shield, but the shield or the shield of David is David's seal or David's symbol, right? So that's King David. So he's not necessarily a tribe, but he's a prominent figure in the nation of Israel, right? So he would come. King David came from the tribe of Judah, right? And Christ came from the line of David, right? All right, let me get back to the class we was just on. So this is what Gazelle. I'll be back. Right, so Tazabaya, right, would be the word. Go ahead.
Can you zoom in, Babksha?
Come on, select. All right, so that's Ayandabar. All right, so that's Gazelle. Let me see, it's 8:20 now. We'll go a little bit longer, do a few more. All right, I might I'll probably switch it at 8:30. Okay, so let me see where we at. All right, the next word is the word for camel. All right, now everybody should know the Hebrew word for camel is where the Hebrew letter da is the symbolic root of that letter, right? And it represents the hump of a camel. All right, so you can tell me how you say camel.
Slakia, is it Gamal?
Gamal, right? Absolutely correct. Gamal. Okay, Messiah Christ. Right now, if you could write it out in the Hebrews, and then I'm gonna put it up on the screen real shortly. All right, so Gamal. So you're gonna have a Ga, a Ma, and a La. Okay. So now we're going on to well, we had a few unclean animals before, but you have things like the donkey, horse, and deer and gazelle. Deer is a clean, you know what I'm saying, but camel, these things are unclean. So you'll notice I did a food items class last week, which would have had things like sheep and so on and so forth. But you know, there's a foods class and then there's an animals class. So this class contains unclean animals. Right. Let me see. So we on Gamal. Let me get it up on both Hebrews. Okay. All right, so let me get Gamal up on the screen. Too big right here. Okay, so that's Gamal. In both Hebrews. All right, Bathiala, if you could give me the next word.
Slaki for swine.
Yeah, Khan.
Khazayar.
Khazayar. All right, Khazayar. Excellent. So that would be the word for swine, or more commonly, you have this for pig, right? Pig, swine, bull, they're all the same, the same word, right? And it would be Khazayar, right? Khazayar. So make sure y'all write that down in both Hebrews, and then we'll put up the screen. Okay. Khazayar. Let me check the comments as well. 1 second. All right, Most High Christ. So we got as well. This has been putting in. All right, so Was, Most High Christ, Tazabaya, perfect, Gamal, Most High Christ, and Khazayar. All right, excellent work, Ahoba. All right, hold on. Salaki, what is the keyboard for the paleo far right to the screen? Okay, so you want to search. You go to like your app store and search Paleo Hebrew keyboard. Right, search Paleo Hebrew keyboard. Let's see if I can find it on my Android. All right, Paleo Hebrew keyboard. Now it might not translate to my screen the best, but it should show up on your phone the way you want it to. Right, so Paleo Hebrew keyboard. Hebrew keyboard. Can find a lot of them have the Assyrian one. I'm trying to find a Paleo one. Shoot, they might have removed it because I don't find it no more. I could have sworn it was on my Android. But you can get. Can you get Paleo on iPhone? Let me check the iPhone app store. If anything, I know what I do. I have this site that I use. Right, you just look it up on Chrome. I can put that in the I'll type that in the chat shortly. It's a site that I use. Let me type it in. Paleo Hebrew Converter. All right, Most High Christ, the brother found it, right? So you just want to search Paleo Hebrew keyboard, and you should find something. Are you on Fire Furnace? Are you on iPhone or are you on Android? Because that might let me know. I might have had it the other way around, where it's on iPhone and not on Android. But either way, you should be able to find an app. If you can't find the app, then what I use, he on iPhone, right? So anybody on iPhone, you could put the name of the app in the comments. I'll put it up on the screen for anybody. Also, what I use this converter. Now, with this converter, you would basically type it out in the Assyrian Hebrew, and then you'd hit convert, and then it converts it into the Paleo Hebrew. So in that case, you'd need to have the Assyrian Hebrew like on your phone, right? So we'll put it in the comments for anybody who wants to know the link, right? You should be able to click that if you watch on the Facebook, or if you watch it on the YouTube. You might just want to go to the Facebook real quick so you can click the link. I don't think you can click it on YouTube, but either way, you can either stay on the Facebook or come back to the YouTube to continue watching. All right. Let me get Kazaya up on the screen. Where was I up to with it? All right, Kazaya. Let me just get that in the Assyrian Hebrew. Okay. So Kazayar. All right.
Good luck, you, sir.
Come on, go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, no, sir. All right, Kazayar. All right, I think that's the last one. We're about at 8:30. That's the last one I'll go through for tonight. And then I'm gonna set up for the start setting up for the second half of the class. All right, so if y'all have any questions in the meantime, y'all just let me know. And let me find out what verses we're gonna be reading from. All right, so last week we did what? We did hold on. Last week we did Exodus 40 and verse 16. Find what we did. Right. Also, hold on. Yeah, Yandabar. There was a question earlier. Let me get that question. Yeah, okay, Khan. Yeah, the app is called Zadok. All right, Zadok, and I should allow you to type things. It allows you to type things out in the Paleo.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Can I get excuse for my dinner, Babakasha?
Khan, sis, you can get excused.
What?
No sweat.
See you in the next half.
Shalom, Messiah Christ. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Bashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahushai.
Shalom. All right, then we have, so this question, what does Shema mean? The word Shema means to guard or to watch, right? It means to guard or to watch. So when we say Shema Al Athar, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, it means watch over you. No, it's Yahweh Shema, so like Yahweh Shema Al Athar Bahashem Yahushai. It means God watch over you in the name of Yahushai, right? In the name of Christ. All right, so that's the word Shema. It means to guard or to watch. Okay, then there was another question. I think the brother might, forgive me if this is not a brother. I'm assuming it's a brother from the name. The word Yapa. The word Yapa means beautiful, right? It means beautiful, right? I could find it in the down there. Every individual or sister that comes, finds she is Israelite, they always name themselves Yapa. It's a little contrite at this point, but that's what the word Yapa means, right? All right, so if I look up, if I can get it over here, I look up beautiful, it's gonna come up with, here it is right here, right? It means fair, beautiful, beauty, comely, so on and so forth, right? Yapa right here. Okay. All right, no sweat. So yeah, it could also be oh, Slakia. I was replying to the translator app. Okay, no sweat. Is that the name of the translator app? I'm not sure. Either way, no sweat. All right, so let me figure out where we're gonna be reading from. All right, real quick. What I'm gonna do while I set up, I'm just gonna play a track. All right, no sweat. Oh, you're saying the app is Yapa, like the app is good. It's Tawab. No sweat. I probably wouldn't use the word Yapa for that. I probably use something like Tawab. Tawab, which means good or well. This is good. All right. But yeah, I get what you're saying. All right, no sweat. So while I'm putting this together, let's run a track.
Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Like he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, which say they are Jews. They are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
All right, Most High in Christ, we back. All right, so let me get set up for the second half of the class. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Hold on, before I do that, let me check the comments, see if there's anything in there. And let me put my background back on. I like it. I forgot I took my background up. Let me put this back up. I like just a plain white background. There we go. That's better. All right, no sweat. So let's go ahead and share my screen. And let's get into the Sabbath study verses. So we should be reading, I believe, from Leviticus chapter 2 and verse 11. All right, Leviticus 2 and 11. So let's get it. All right. So on the side. Okay, Leviticus chapter 2 and verse 11. So we're starting right here, right? The first word we have is cow. All right, the word cow. Does anyone know what the word cow means? It's a word we've been over. It's quite a converse. You might have heard it before. Let me know. Anybody? Let me check the comments as well. All right, the word cow. Let's see if anyone got it. No. All right, no sweat. The word cow means all or every. Caps it. Right. All, every. Right? Cow means all. All right. Let me set this up so I can see the. All right, so we got all or every. Then you have ha manaka, right? So ha manaka, right? The word ha is going to be a preposition, right? Ha is a preposition, which is a letter that goes before a root word, and it means the. Right? So when you have a word or before a Hebrew word, it means the. Right? And then the word is before is manaka. Right? So manaka, which means offering. Right? Offering, gift. Yeah, put it down as offering. Okay. All right, so it's down as offering. One second. Take this down. All right, con. Yeah, to a hawaba, that's correct, right? It means any, right? Or all, or every, right? So in this case, it's in the context, right? It defines it as any, but it's all offerings, right? All offerings. In this case, the type of offering we're talking about was a grain offering. Okay. Then you have ashar. All right, let's take this off the screen. All right, the water. Put this way. There we go. All right, we have ashar, which means witch, right? Then you have Thakwa Rayabwa, right? So Thakwa Rayabwa. We have tha as a preposition. Let me copy this word. All right, tha as a preposition means here. It means thou or thee, right? Or in modern English, you, right? And let's get into the verbs. We're going to be, I think the word is quarab or quarayab. Yeah, the verb here, quarab, right? Quarab, which means to come near or to approach. Okay? To come near, approach, or encounter. And put it as approach, right? So, any offering that you bring forth or you come near, right, or you approach the Most High with. Okay, so we have La Yahweh. So La's preposition means to. Why does it keep doing that? Preposition means to or for, right? So to the Most High, to Yahweh, which is God's name, right? Yahweh, which is God, God's name. So that's your name, the Most High. Okay. Then you have la'ah. La'ah, you can tell me what la'ah means. Let's see.
La'ah, you said?
La'ah.
No, or something of that variation.
That's correct. Most High in Christ. So it means no or not. Like if it's following something like a verb, it means you don't do whatever comes next. You don't do it. Right. So in this case, the verb that follows is tha'aisha. So again, tha, which means thou or thee. The word aisha. Do you know what the verb aisha means? That's to Bathiala.
I'm familiar with it. Like I've heard the word before, but I'm not exactly sure what it means in English.
Okay, no, so let's see if anyone in the comments got it. All right, yeah, Khan did. This is correct for la'ah, Most High Christ. All right, let me see if anyone knows what Aisha means. I'll give you a few seconds. I'm gonna give it to you. No sweat. All right, the verb Aisha means to do or to make. Right, to do or make. So where it says la'ah for Aisha, it means you shall not do or you shall not make. Right. So that's what Aisha means. Then you have kamataza, right? Kamataza. We go into it. It says right here, right? So let me get the verb. So it means leavened or leavened bread, right? So kamataza is leaven, right? Like any form of yeast or raising agent, right? Is kamataza. Okay. So any offering you Most High, you don't make it with leaven, right? You don't make it with any yeast, any baking soda, any bicarbonate of soda, any sodium bicarbonate, which is just the same thing. Any raising agents, we just call it raising agents. All right. Then you have kaya. Kaya means for or because. Okay. Then you have kal again, is all. You have another word for leaven, which is sha'ar. I think when I went over the different Hebrew names for foods and so on, so I put yeast as an addition in there, and the word was sha'ar, right? Sha'ar, which means again another way of saying leaven, right? So like Sister Habba mentioned earlier, you can have different words which mean the same thing, or you can have the same word which means different things. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew is because we didn't grow up learning Hebrew. You might see it as it can be a bit tricky or confusing, but that's only because we were taught English. If we learned Hebrew from birth like we should, you know what I'm saying, like we would have done in the past and what in previous generations, then we would find English confusing. It's only because we've been taught the oppressor's ways. We find the Hebrew can be, you have all these questions or you're not quite sure how it works. But we're gonna get there. I'm gonna get right back there. You know what I'm saying? All right, so sha'ar again means yeast or again leaven. All right. Okay, so for all leaven, another preposition. Do you know what the preposition wa means? That's for Bathiala.
Sir.
La'ah, no sweat. The preposition wa means and, right? So for all leaven or yeast and all, then we have the word dabash, which means honey. We went over that. I believe that was last week. All right. So all leaven or all honey. Then it says la'ah, which again is you shall not, whatever it's gonna say next. So we have tha quatayar, right? Tha quatayar, right? Now this will come from the word qatar, which can be used as either a noun or a verb. As a noun, it means incense. As a verb, it means to burn incense, right? So let me do this real quick. Qatar, noun, is incense. Qatar as a verb is to burn incense or a burnt sacrifice, right? Like a sweet savor to the Most High. You'll hear that a lot in the Bible. The word will be qatar. Okay, you see right here, burnt incense, sacrifice, so on and so forth. Smoke to turn into fragrance by fire, right? So burnt incense or sacrifice. Okay, when you start cooking that beef, or that chicken, or that lamb, it's a sweet savor to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we have the Quatayarwa, which means thou shalt not be, la'a, the Quatayarwa means you shall not burn it, right? Then you have Mamanwa. The root here is Maman, or just man, so like here, all right, man. So you have, so like here, you will have ma as a preposition, which means of or from. And you have, right? Ma, a word means from or out of. So it's like a full word for the preposition ma, right? So when you have mamanwa, it will be out from it or from, like out from it, right? So from or out of, which is basically what the preposition ma breaks down as, right? So mamanwa and then a wa at the end of a word will mean it. It either means he or it, right? Hold on. You have, all right, somebody asked, wakan, what does that mean? Are you asking what the phrase kan wakan means? I believe so. Okay. So where you will hear brothers say, now they don't say kan wakan, or they might if they mispronouncing the word or the phrase, right? Kan means yes or correct. And what you're saying is right, or you're saying yes, kan, right? And a brother will receive an order or receive instruction, or you're with somebody higher ranking, and you will say kan adawan to a brother that's above you. You'll say kan, like a way of saying sir, right? It basically means yes, sir, right? Yes, sir. And you got kan at the end again to just reinforce it, saying yes, sir, right? Kan adawan kan. That's what that phrase means. Okay. If that answers your question. If you were asking something else, let me know. All right. Also, we've got Mariah out in the building. Shalom Adawan. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. All right. Most High Christ. All right. Shout yourself. Shout Chicago. The Midwest Fire Weekend is coming up. It's like if I could you put the dates of the Midwest Fire Weekend in the comments to promote the event? If y'all are in the Chicago area, or the surrounding areas, just want to make it down to Chicago, enjoy some amazing brotherhood. Some of the best brotherhood I've ever experienced was in Chicago, man. Y'all got memories imprinted in my damn mind, man. That was an amazing time I had out there. I want y'all all to have an amazing time at the Midwest Fire Weekend. It's a shame I can't make it down, but the pockets, the oppressor of the Bible won't allow my pockets to grow fat enough that I can go to Chicago. It's a damn shame. All right, but y'all can absolutely enjoy the Midwest Fire Weekend from July 31st to August 3rd. All right, make sure you get in contact with the ISUPK Chicago school, get all the details on what's going to be going on, all the events. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can pull through, man. It's gonna be off the chain. All right. Let's get back to where we at. We got a few more minutes with it. The next word we have is Ashar, right? Ashar. Okay, the word Ashar means fire, right? So it could be ash or it could be Ashar, right? So both of these variations. So if I do ash slash Ashar. Did I do that correctly? It's loading through. All right, Ashar. All right, that word means fire. Okay. Fire. Let me get back to it. I then lie power. So when you will burn an offering made by fire to the Lord. Okay. No sign of Christ. Let me see. We got time for one more verse. All right, one more verse. So let's go through it. Verse 12. You have Quaraban. All right, so let's get to it. Quaraban. So similar to the word Quarab, which means to bring near. You'll have Quaraban, which is what is offering, right? It comes from the root Quarab, which means to offer or to bring near, right? Matter of fact, let me go back and add come near, to approach, or to offer. I'm going to add that definition in this word, right? Korab. So Quaraban is the offering or a gift. An offering, gift, or a sacrifice, right? Which I'll just fold into the word offering. Okay. All right, so Quaraban. Then you have Ra'ashyath. Ra'ashyath. All right, comes from the root word Ra'ash, which means head or chief or first, right? Ra'ash, Ra'ash, Yath, all right, is first fruits. Your first fruits. Okay, then you have the Quara Yabwa, which again is you shall offer or you shall offer it. You have Atham, right? Atham is Atham is typically it means y'all, right? If I go into it, it means you in the plural sense. Okay. In this instance, it's not Atham as in the word you will. It's Ath, a word which doesn't have a translation, right? So I'm gonna put no translation. Okay, but it tells you what the verb applies to. All right, tells you what the verb applies to. So the verb will be Quarayab, which is offer, right? And then, so this would be Atham, right? Atham, which this ma at the end means them. It means they or them, right? So the same way, wa at the word he or it. The ma at the end of the word, which is usually kind of joined to the previous letter, right? Like Atham or so on and so forth, right? You'll see a lot of it the more you start to read. It means they or them. All right. So I won't write that down because it's not like a root word or anything, but for your knowledge, why at the end of a word means he or it. A ma at the end of a root word means they or them or their. Like this belongs to them. Like their house would be Bayatham, right? That makes sense. You'll let me know, right? Then you have La Yahweh, Wa'al. Okay, so again, wa means and, al when it's joined with something. So put when joined means unto. All right, unto. It's like here, right? So we have and unto ha mazabak, right? The altar. So again, ha the mazabak means altar. It comes from the root word zabak, which means to sacrifice. Or is it a sacrifice or to sacrifice? I'll just double check it. It probably can mean both, right? It comes from the zabak. Again, you see right here, right? To sacrifice. Okay. You probably there probably is a likely if I go to right or left, it'll be another word for zabak as a noun. I'm sure. If it will load. Nope. Hold on. Shoot, y'all might be ahead of what I'm. It's not going anywhere for me. Let me try it this way. All right, here we go. Yeah, noun zabak, sacrifice. Right. So again, this is another word which, as a noun, means sacrifice. As a verb, means to sacrifice. All right, let me just put that in real quick. So this is a verb. Right, zabak. I'm gonna put a sacrifice. Right. Okay. Let's go back to it. All right. So mazabak again means altar, which is where you will sacrifice something. Right. Then you have la'a, ya'ila. Right. So ya as a preposition. Means he. If it will load, keeps doing that. I did not. All right, preposition means he. You have Ila, right? So it'd be Ilawa. All right, if you go into this word, it's going to be Ila, which means to go up or to send an offering up to the Most High, right? To ascend, go up, or to offer up. All right, that's what I'm going to put. Well, ascend and go up means the same thing. We'll just put to ascend or to offer up. Okay. We'll get back to the list. If I can finish this off in time. Well, all right, we got la rayak. All right, so la means 2 or 4, and then you have rayak, which is a sweet aroma, right? Rayak is a sweet, right? Sweet. All right, so something that smells good. So of course I spelled this wrong. All right, aroma, and then the last word here. What do we have? Nayakak. Right, so let's get into it. All right, so nayak, right? Nayakak, right, will be a delightful, right? So like a sweet savor, right? So na ya kak, right? Delightful or sweet. Okay, right? So that's that. All right, so you put that with rayak, or you can probably have it by itself. It's a sweet odor, right? So put together, it'll be a sweet aroma, right, or a sweet savor. Okay. All right, with that, it's like we go over on the time. I want to close out to make sure y'all tune in tonight for On the Ends. All right, tune in on the ends with Captain Karathi and Officer Damgabar. All right, with that, let me stop sharing my screen. All right, with that, I'm gonna close out for time's sake, we'll just close out with the salute. Ye men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm gonna salute out the brothers. 1 second. All right. I'm Madiam Shabbath. I'm Madiam Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. Yad Yamata. All right, sisters, y'all stand. Salute the sisters, ye men of Israel. I'm Madiam Shabbath. I'm Madiam Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatam Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Alta Bashim Yahushua.
No stars. Yad Yamata. And class dismissed. All right, the water for y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week for the next class. All right. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, sir.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to... Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.